So I went out this morning to do my prayers. I usually take my tobacco and go out between my maple trees and have a little talk with all four of them. And a little snake slithered between the two trees, just a little baby snake, and kind of crawled up underneath the bark of the tree and sat there while I did my prayer. So I wanted to read this. This is the animal cards, the medicine cards, and I'll put a link in the description because this is really important, and this is how I think a lot of us are feeling as we go through this transformation period. Because I'm no astrologer, but I've been reading a lot about the energy and hearing a lot about the energy, but mostly feeling the energy very, very deeply. So this is profound for me, of course, the snake medicine. Snake medicine people are very rare. Their initiation involves experiencing and living through multiple snake bites, which allows them to transmute all poisons, be they mental, physical, spiritual, or emotional. The power of the snake medicine is the power of creation, for it embodies sexuality, psychic energy, alchemy, reproduction, and ascension or immortality. The transmutation of the life, death, rebirth cycle is exemplified by the shedding of the snake's skin. It is the energy of wholeness, cosmic consciousness, and the ability to experience anything willingly and without resistance. It's the knowledge that all things are equal in creation and that those things which might be experienced as poison can be eaten, ingested, integrated, and transmuted if one has the proper state of mind. Complete understanding and acceptance of male and female within each organism creates the melding of the two into one, thereby producing divine energy. This medicine teaches you on a personal level that you are a universal being. Through accepting all aspects of your life, you can bring about the transmutation of the fire medicine. This fire energy, when functioning on the material plane, creates passion, desire, procreation, and physical vitality. When the snake energy reaches the spiritual plane, it becomes wisdom, understanding, wholeness, and connection to Great Spirit. If you've chosen this symbol, there's a need for you to transmute some thought, action, or desire so that wholeness may be achieved. This is heavy magic, but remember, magic is no more than a change in consciousness. Become the magician or the enchantress, transmute the energy, and accept the power of the fire. On the other hand, you may have chosen to mask your ability to change. Look at the idea that you may fear changing your present state of affairs because this may entail a short passage of discomfort. Does this discomfort keep you from assuming the viewpoint of the magician within? Is the old pattern safe, reliable, and a rut? In order to glide beyond that place, which has become safe but non-productive, become snake. Release the outer skin of your present identity. Move through the dreamlike illusion that has insisted on static continuity and find a new rhythm as your body glides across the sands of consciousness like a river winding its way towards the great waters of the sea. Immerse yourself in the water and know that the single droplet that you represent is being accepted by the whole. Feel snake's rhythm and you will dance freely, incorporating those transmuting forces of the universe as a part of your sensual dance of power. So, little snake apparently had a lot to say. We will command that only the most divine light shine down upon you at this time, and the greatest good be present here. We are so honored to have you participating in this energy shift, this particular time period of Wednesday, August 21st, 2024. This energy is like no other. The potentials to be able to tap in to this holy, miraculous power of creation intentionally is more and more applicable to everyday life. And we're always hoping that the messages that we bring as a party can help you in that everyday life. Of course, we love to talk. Of course, we love this interaction. We live in afterlife to be able to give you our opinions and our perspectives. It's part of this greater mission that we've been gently training you to be aware of within yourself. And it's taken all of this time, not only for you to go through the work that you have to do as humans, but for us to help keep you inspired as you go into this very difficult work. The extent of being in a chrysalis and completely dissolving the human you'd been to become something completely different is, in a way, designed to tax the human brain. It's designed to stress it in order to expand it. And it's also designed to help make that shift that you know you all have to make. Where is the root of all conflict between intuition and intellect? And in actuality, emotion, intuition, and the broadcasting of the sound of that signal is perfect. Always perfect. Even if you have abscess emotion that isn't getting through, that part of the system does not hold the important conflicted area. It's in the intellect. When intuition has sung and impelled the next step in creation and brought forth the imaging and the desires and the plan infused with compassion, working for the good of all. And it is ego and intellect that are in conflict with itself, in conflict with the power that you possess to say no to your own voice of God. This pattern is so ingrained in your systems, you don't realize the depths of it. And part of it is, as you've intellectually learned to understand these concepts, and then also have begun to put them to use in your life and seen the miraculous results when you do put intellect into its proper position in the team. You've seen what you can manifest. You've seen glimpses of it. And compared to how often you haven't lived this way due to the culture that you've grown up in and how humanity has evolved from fear-based, you have no idea. Even now, the most evolved of you are far ahead of the average, but still there's this transformation, transmuting who you had been, throwing off as a species, the identity of the fear-based model. So you're not actually installing a new operating system when you do these kinds of exercises and you do the kind of work where you have a new relationship to your emotions, where you have a way to align the intellect out of its power struggle. Every time you do that, you're unifying the whole planet. It's a powerful work. And it's really all there is right now, which is the good news. It's the paint yourself into a corner type of situation where you are just forced to pull deep, transmute, transcend. We would say ascend, but it sounds like you're going up, and that's not the direction. Inward, upward, outward, fuller, deeper, richer, more consciously powerful, more participating in the co-creation of the miracles that you can make. And for us, one of the miracles you can make is to learn how to slow down. It's difficult, especially when you vibrate at such a high frequency. You have the capacity to have 6 things going on at once. But to slow down in a day and remember, there's no rush. Your job is to unify. Your job is to live the miracle. Your job is to be there in the present moment, appreciating and fully aware that you are co-creating, creating the universe you are experiencing. What do you want to create? So when you find yourself with the images in your intellect of lack, impatience, thoughts of fear and limiting, these are the intellectual energies we talked about that cut off your life. So when you find yourself imaging those things, purposefully reach into a different image. What keeps you from doing that is a fear that you couldn't be that way, a fear that you've been that way, but it didn't work, a fear that fill in the blank. It's an energy of fear triggering the thoughts that are not the truth. Go back to what you know. Feel and breathe. Fortify your witness. Have the witness attest that you are co-creating. And then mine those emotions deeply with your breath as you create that image of that soul you in physical form, embodied in the body that you have now, working for the good of all, starting with you. And then use your imagination to overcome, to rest, to enjoy, and to tap in to the infinite being that you truly are. Namaste.